Hi everyone, this is group 2. We have 7 group members from 2 different countries. It's very honor for us to have this opportunity to give you this presentation. Our topic is Chinese general taboos. We hope that by giving you the presentation, we can share you with some different knowledges or something interesting about these taboo cultures. So we hope you will enjoy our presentation. This work is contributed by all of our 7 group members. My name is Liang Huan. I will do the presentation today. So let's start with our presentation. Just as Smith said in 1966, culture is a learned system of knowledge, behaviors, attitudes, beliefs, values, and norms that is shared by a group of people. So here are 3 different pictures about 3 totally different cultures. In the development of maintaining independence and integration, Malaysian Chinese culture has formed a series of cultural taboos with its own characteristics. Our group has selected the following Malaysian Chinese culture taboos as the analysis and research objects. They are flowers, gifts, colors, chopsticks, chrysanthemum, fish, book, clock, and death. We hope that by giving you something interesting and something useful about all these objects, you will know much more about the Malaysian Chinese cultural taboos. I will introduce each of the taboos one by one. So let's start with the first one. Okay, first of all, I would like to talk something about the taboo for flowers. Flowers means the beautiful wishes of the sender to the recipient, right? When we are talking about flowers, what we can imagine is that they are very lovely and they are very beautiful, right? The wishes includes other party can get rid of the current adverse situation and achieve success, or to hope that the souls of the dead relatives can rest in peace. And also, sending flowers is a kind of way to seek love. For example, if a man falls in love with a woman, maybe he will buy her a rose, right, to express his love for her. Therefore, flowers are generally not favorable gifts as they are typically given to the sick or at the funeral ceremonies, because when you are attending a funeral ceremony, you may buy a flower as a gift, but not all the occasions you can buy the flowers, right? And also do not send flowers to others who have no special relationship, such as lovers, on ordinary days, because it will cause misunderstanding. It's very important. For example, if you buy one of your common friends a rose, maybe the girl will think like, oh, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? Does he love me? Oh, one thing else. So it's a kind of misunderstanding, right? So please remember. And as we all know, there are a lot of kinds of flowers in the world. Today, we would like to choose one flower as an example. Is chrysanthemum. Yes, we all know the winter chrysanthemum means parting, and white chrysanthemum means mourning. These 2 kind of flowers. So please to remember, if you are invited to a Chinese home, do not buy this kind of flower as a gift because it is related with funeral. Maybe you can buy lily or buy what kind of flower, but not this kind of flower as a gift when you are inviting to a Chinese home. Okay, and let's move to the second one. We would like to talk the taboo for colors. Here we will talk two colors. The first one is red, and we all know red is a very good color which can represent warmth, enthusiasm, festivity, and auspiciousness, right? Well, the other color is white. This kind of color is a dry, bloodless, and lifeless expression, symbolizing death and bad omen. Therefore, do not wear red clothes to the funeral ceremony, and do not wear white clothes when it is a good day. Avoid of wrapping gifts in black, white, and blue. These colors are not typically associated with mourning. However, the color about red, pink, and yellow are associated with happiness, which are good color choices for gift wrap. So remember, if you are preparing a gift and you want to wrap this gift, please remember to choose the colors just like red, pink, and yellow, and to be avoid of choosing the colors just like blue, black, and white, because they are not very good colors. Okay, so let's move to the next one. The third one is the taboo for choosing gifts. Here, we want to talk 3 examples that we usually will not choose as gifts. And we hope that you will feel they are interesting, because it is very interesting for these 3 examples we think. So the first one, let's see. The first one is pear, right? Pear in Mandarin is pronounced as li, which means separate in Chinese. So pear equals to separate. So when you are choosing a gift, when you choose pear as a gift to your friend, maybe your Chinese friend will think that, oh, is he feel something wrong with me and they want to depart with me, so it's not a good gift. So remember, li means separate. It's not a good gift. Okay, and the second one is umbrella. The umbrella in Mandarin is pronounced as san, which is similar with the apart in Chinese, san. So umbrella equals to apart. So this is also a kind of gift that is not very good for you to choose to your friends. And the third one is a very interesting one, is green hat, right? Here, green hat means the man or the woman who wear a green color hat imply that his wife or her husband has an affair. It's very interesting, huh? If you want to know much more about this, maybe you can Google it. There is a history story about the green color hat. It's very interesting. So if you are interested in it, you can Google by yourself, okay? And so please be careful when choosing gifts. Also, remember to give gifts in even numbers, as odd numbers are considered unlucky, and never give gifts that the recipient can count 4 of it. The number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, because 4 equals to die. We will talk later. Okay, so these are not good choice for choosing gifts. Remember them? So next we will move to the taboo to books. And the book in Mandarin is pronounced as shu, which has a similar sound as lost. There is an old saying goes, 孔夫子当家，尽是书. We can see there are 2 shu here. The first shu means book, and the second shoe means lost. So the sentence means Confucius moves the horse with nothing but books. What this sentence mean? Yes, it means that one always loses when gambling. So, to please remember, the Chinese have a prohibition against giving a book to a gambler, since the word book in Mandarin has a similar sound as lost. So, if your friend is a gambler, please do not buy a book for he or for her. That means you want him or her to lose money with gambling. Okay? This is very interesting, right? And the next one is the taboo for clock. Clock in Mandarin has similar sound with and, 钟. In Mandarin, we call clock 钟, and so 钟 in Chinese means and therefore literally means the end of life. Also, the sound giving a clock, which in Chinese in Mandarin is 送钟, is phonologically linked to go to the hell. Therefore, never buy a clock for your Chinese friend on his or her birthday. They will think that you want them to go to the hell or other else bad things. For example, when your elder relative's birthday, you buy him or her a clock, that means you want him or her to go to the hell. It's very, very dangerous gift for them, right? And I don't think they will love it. So please remember, do not buy the clock for your friends as a gift, okay? Okay. Next one is the taboo for dice. When talking about this word, we don't like it, right? So the fear of dice links with words of dice. Hence, people replace words such as die or dive with passed away, went to heaven, or departed. Therefore, the number 4 of the level of buildings, houses, plate numbers, mobile phone numbers are very disliked because the number 4 in Mandarin we call 4, which is very similar to 死, and 死 means die. So number 4 is very disliked by all Chinese people. However, the number 8 equals to prosperity. People like to use this number very much. And remember, if you buy something, maybe you can buy 8 to your friend or to your relatives. They will love it because 8 means prosperity. As for death, I want to talk something maybe interesting to you. Yes, we want to tell you something about the different expressions of death in Asian China. We know death or die. Nowadays we use 死 in Mandarin, but in Asian China, there are different expressions for different people. For example, when we are talking about the death of the emperor, we use 崩. And when we are talking the death of the prince or the princess, we use 轰. And for the general officials, we use 是. And only for the siblings, for the common people, when talk about their death, we use 死. So remember, in Asian China, different people, when they are died, we use different expressions. 崩, 轰, 是, 死. Okay? It's just an extra knowledge. We think that it will be interesting and maybe you will be interested in it. Okay, so let's move to the next one. The next one is the taboo for chopsticks. As we all know, chopsticks are necessary eating tools for Chinese people. The circle symbolized heaven and the square symbolized the earth, corresponding to the round heaven and the square earth. This is Chinese understanding of basic principles of the world. Square on the top, round on the bottom, direct contact with food, which means food is the most important thing for people. Therefore, after dinner, chopsticks should be gently placed on the table, not randomly placed. Because you need to remember, do not stick chopsticks in the food. The ancient custom believed that only in the sacrifice of ancestors to do so. Usually, inserted chopsticks is very unlucky, and this is considered bad luck as it is reminiscent of practice regarding incense during the morning. So please remember, do not do this when you are eating or you finish eating. Okay? Yes, this is forbidden. And the next one, I think we would like to talk something about the taboo for eating fish. Fish is eaten on New Year's Eve for good luck. Chinese people think New Year's Eve dinner is very exquisite and fish must be appeared on the dinner because the fish in Chinese, 鱼, shares the same sound with the word extra or leftover. There is a New Year phrase that says 年年有余, which means there are some fish left over from the previous year and in subsequent year. 余 means left over, okay? Therefore, the Chinese will usually keep a little left over from the reunion dinner as a symbolic gesture. And please remember not eating up the whole fish in the reunion dinner on New Year's Eve. It will be not good because you need to left something and to have a good luck in the following years. Okay, so it's forbidden to eat up all the fish in the New Year Eve dinner. Okay, that's all for all the topics. We think people from different cultures have their own cultural backgrounds as well as their own cultural taboos. As international students, we should learn much more knowledge about different cultures as well as respect all different culture customs. So that's all for our presentation today. Thank you for your listening. We hope that you will interested in our presentation. Thank you.